Okay, so the first step to drawing the face is actually drawing the shape of the entire head. And when you're drawing the shape of the whole head, it's actually kind of the shape of an upside down egg. It's larger at the top and smaller at the bottom because the bottom is the chin, so that part gets a little bit narrower. And I really recommend using these kind of loose, light pencil strokes. It's going to let you control those motions more and get a nice, even, symmetrical egg shape for your head. So once you've got in that upside down egg shape, and make sure, I need to zoom out just a little bit, make sure that you have a little bit of room around it on your paper, because down here we're eventually going to add in the neck and the shoulders. Once you got in that shape, the next thing you need to do is figure out where the line for the eyes goes. And the eyes go exactly halfway down the head. So not halfway down the face, but halfway down the entire head. So go ahead and draw halfway down a nice light, straight, horizontal line, and that's going to help you figure out where the eyes go. Don't cheat and put it up here thinking that the eyes go up by the forehead, okay? It has to be exactly halfway down. So once you've got in your eye line, the next thing you're going to do is measure where the eyes go. And the thing about eyes is that the distance in between the eyes is exactly the same as the length of each eye. So you can imagine, here's the distance in between an eye, here's one eye, here's the other eye, so this distance is the same. Over on the sides here, you should have a little bit extra room, about half of an eye's width, okay, on each side. So once you've got in the marks for the eyes, next we'll measure where the bottom of the nose goes. And the bottom of the nose is pretty much, for most people, it's exactly halfway between the eye line and the bottom of the chin. So halfway down from your center line to the bottom of the chin, you're going to put a little mark, and that's going to remind you where the bottom of the nose goes. Now when you draw your actual person, you're going to use comparative measuring to see if their nose might be a little shorter or a little longer, but that's just going to give you that basic mark. Next, we're going to measure where the mouth goes. And the line for the center of the mouth, that line right in between your lips, usually goes exactly halfway between the bottom of the nose and the bottom of the chin. So halfway from here to here, we're going to add one more line, and that's going to be the line that goes in between our lips, the center of the mouth. So now we've got those basic proportions. Oh, and while we're at it, let's add in the mark for where the eyebrows goes. Now the eyebrow, if you take the length of an eye and you turn it up and down and make a little mark right there. So we took this width right here of the eye, we turned it up and down. That should be just about the tallest point on the eyebrow. So we'll make two little marks right there that show us where our eyebrows go. Again, we might end up adjusting them a little bit later, but now we have the basic proportions of the face.